Now, I could give you all the rules for this, but this is like super simple, so we don't need to do that. Okay, so what's it saying first is we're going to take 5 times the vector a, and that's basically just scalar multiplication. So you just multiply all of these. So if I wanted to have 5a, you would end up with -5, -25, and -15. Okay, minus, and then if we did, and I'm just skipping steps, I really am. You would take 2 times b, so I'm going to do that right here, and that would give you 4, 14, and -20, because we multiply this by 2, this by 2, and this by 2. And the last one's just straight up c, so we just write 3, -4, and 9. Okay, and this should be review. It really should. I think we can do this all in one full sweep. We're just putting like values together. So we're going to do -5 minus 4, which is -9, and then we add 3, which is -6. They're going to do -25 minus 14, okay, minus 4. And I say minus 4 because the plus just makes it a plus. Adding a negative is just subtracting. So -25 minus 14 minus 4 is -43. And on the last one, you're going to do -15 minus -20, so that'd be +5. And then you're going to add 9, so you get 14, and that's it. Okay. Now this one obviously is in different forms. It's the same process. So if we were to do this one, what I personally would do is change it into this form. So I'm going to write that above. So it's -7, 3, and 5, and this would be 2, -1, and -6. I keep making parentheses, and I'm going to write this over here, -3, 3, and 1. Okay, so we'd have -x, so that just changes the signs. And then you're subtracting, so I'm going to multiply. I think it's just easier to leave the subtraction sign and then just multiply by 5. So if we multiply this by 5, you get 10, -5, and -30. And then you're doing 8 times this vector. So that gets you -24, 24, and 8. So then you just combine everything. So you're going to do 7 minus 10 minus 24 technically, which gives you -27. Sorry, I didn't think I did my math in my head, right? And then this is -3 minus -5, so 2. And then you have the 24, so that becomes 26. And then you do -5 minus -30, so remember that's adding, so 25, plus 8, which is 33. Okay, so pretty simple. That's not difficult at all. That's almost like Algebra 1, but just in a different way. All right, so I'm going to do the dot product too, and then I'll do this on the next video, so there'll be 4 videos, okay? So the dot product of 2 vectors in space is similar to finding the dot product of 2 vectors in a plane. Space is 3D, think of it that way, and plane is 2D, okay? So if you have V and W in 3 dimensions, if you go to do this, it's really not that difficult. Make that dot look like a dot. You just take the A's times each other, the B's times each other, and the C times each other. That's it. Okay? And remember, they're orthogonal, which is, I repeated myself 1,000 times, perpendicular, and that is only if the dot product is 0. Okay, so we're going to do the dot product and then figure out if they're orthogonal. So not too difficult. So number 9, you're going to take, when you do the dot product, you're going to take -9 times -2, which we know is 18. We're going to take -2 times 3, which is -6. So I'm just going to put -6 because we don't need to put plus minus. We're not in junior high anymore. And then 12 times that -1, which is -12. So when you put that all together, it's 0. So therefore, it's orthogonal. Okay, so I would like for you to do the next one on your own. Remember, it's pretty much exactly the same thing, just a different form. So go ahead and pause the video and do that now. All right, now that you're back, let's go ahead and do this. So it's actually kind of cool because it's actually set up like lined up there. So you're going to have 17 times negative 4, which is negative 68. You're going to have negative 8 and negative 10 multiplied together, so it's 80. And then 2 and 6 will give you negative 12. I did not mean to do this, but if you put it all together, you get 0. So once again, it's orthogonal. Did not mean to do that. That was purely accidental. All right. Last video should have a link up in the left-hand corner again, and this is where we're going to deal with angles. All right, see you in the next video.